tia agoro bewu. Whatever. Yeah, I like it. So young man for. So when you get to bewu say when you they move. So the idea will be here for politics or evangelist. Yeah, combat prayer, international believers conference. Yeah. Also for me. Or African will be bonusum. So nipa no nya share. So when it's also for nipa or forgive. How do you say forgive? Or the baby channel. Also for no African will go. Oh, body bonusum. Oh, we also find now who retaliate. Also, there's more blessing in giving than in receiving. Hot 93. Since young papa, young Nana, Kwame Kuma, Japanese in our giant way. Ghana was away, Penfono Waton with this canoe. Black Star Line away, Penfono Waton with this canoe. Paper conversion away, Penfono Waton with this canoe. Kumasi Shoe Factory away, Penfono Waton with this canoe. A sugar factory away, Penfono Waton with this canoe. Aboso Glass Factory away, Penfono Waton with this canoe. Ghana Railways away, Penfono Waton with this canoe. Bonsa Tires away, Penfono Waton with this canoe. Young gold. What to tell me 3% per 3% per year. She Chinese phone over fire and gold, woman paying for no scaka crabby. So, Febra over Ukokru, Nina, Mabun, or near Juma. Okay, meaning said met to me and say, so okay about me, I'll say Ghana, you scat. Yeah, it's true, but he's just saying that I know, but he doesn't know the depth of it.
Hot 93.9 FM, sorry, I'm Wahamu Aquaba. No me no amba upon Semanan so pepe ewaha. Medini Joe Swanson. Jumedi ya to din said Jun Hobim. Ne e ukiada October bossman de Tosumi Fimpino any at Jununai. The generation of the Yama, the wash shed Yamada Sanye, Dodo Belly Waka. Nasi Queen de Bema Trading Ponkwamba Siado, na Basa Kessia no Maswa, Baby and Dasuni, and Dasupi. Brow Gidis and Kimwaya Dempa, Kaquest Yayan Shini, I reach him to me by yes, you beat Mrs. Yamina Casa Coin Fast Yen Baby. Just said the one thing I may say. I really. Nanka nim say ajinsemu na nim say say na so ade achi yi efra no pana besis semre wi apai so oh say nshirani bi ahase agu yes kan wo sabe kosi say no nan bebo ya hihye dwumadi de bro free dwada kosi fiada awia no bo no mi no hode kosi say no nan bebo a ya jebre na fe di amagana nkonko na titi no efa amanyosem ena ya drew abato brenso mu nti de bekoso from both parties ne side bia de obi e kan ye de nyine gunsene ne fi say message odi aba no so ne yegina hwe ato aba yes enra electoral commission IPAC meeting e koso no na enshemdie sunko bi so koso mampenda da John Dramani Mahama enso ne asofo ni be shia yes na ewe Reverend Subempa em say efrin rana be sin the calls do benya bi pa o mam kona so no say obena sabria obe catch no say calls de wanya bi pa emu de we decide say on fa ohun say call ne ba all right on fa yes any the obey decide so befa. She said, "Oh, I know ye must have for no. Ade enkom yesha ensesa na mo how to say. Ona watena sorry. Ene nyame afre no. Ene nyame ene ne kasa na oti nyame ne. Onse wo nti nyame ni nti no. Nyame kasa wo nti nti no. Enframa eboko nyina nyame kasa wo nti hute. Nyame kasa wo nti. De oti nyame kasa so ka kire wo sa je tinye. Fi no abisine. Amanfo papa mu dwedwam sa tesem. Yes. E beje nko e beje bre na afie di nkomo pi. Eno electoral commission. Yes. Parties no comedy for the first time on I pack no or the camera say go so sound so and make us say the CBP abanyoku no so na no your to aba eyi on flag bearer we no na say utimi pair animate ni nyina de dana kwan so pepepe I pack meeting and CPP represent live for muso kra kasai yes on SMP no mde tuga we beje brebe hwem na yahwe amani kuno mahus mateso musu gu manifesto no so wo tro ne ade a na no ma bi ho ayesi etimisi ni pie ni mani mu ye yeah the running mate no we benya na live e wa ha ne ne de nkomo nkita odi ne mu do hot 93.9 FM Biom so and we wa so gu so awuti no se wafa election 2024 wafa na fala wo ya ayomfonso fi se ntimi fa na fala na NDC amani kuno Owura Mahama Yarga abo party ni koko say election e course 2020 no enu de NDC wetin aka say oh e the northern region wa ho de no na wosro by election 2024 no omu ntimi fa no so simple sa dabi Owura Mahama Yarga we NDC MP mrashebje fi hobi wa kan den na oka ama NDC for steps no more bonu tutu amado bona bonu 44 fi sekono enye simple sa yes
that this election is going to be one of the most difficult elections for us, so nobody should take things for granted. This is going to be the biggest fight of our lives. Why do I say so? The last election, we fought against Akufo-Addo, who is not from anywhere near here.
93.9.
Look at the margin by which we beat him in the north. This time we are facing Biom, who is our neighbor. So the fight that we put up in the last election, this election, we need to put up double of the fight that we put up in the last election. So nobody should take things for granted. Every one of you must fight the fight of your life.
Okay. Nti se utie Owura Mahama Yarga ti asem na oka ni ye pa o. Se mo bia mfa niema, don't take things for granted. Fight where you fight of your life as NDC member, as a member of the NDC in the northern region. Na linti okansa no see election 2024 na ekoso no. Ekoye somebody from the northern region, somebody from the southern part, which is Omampani Adanko Akufo-Addo. Ekona ekoso ho nyina chini besisi semri no. We de eye konfoforo. We de konso nkokra. We na kwa akoye kaya fom yenu. Say I want to say kaya oni kaya be konen so umpum. Kaya fom yena hodin fom yenu na ate agina no. Esrem say data fom yenu. Sa won tia de na sia mamsa amra fom. Srem say data fom yenu na ate agina kinkren. Into the fight no kwa say oh we there srem say data there data bun ogina na so oh there be obeche ponkonare there be nye bia we the data yenu na ate agina we okasa as an MP or ye real to the party supporters. Now be a fight for your life. Yes.
This election is going to be one of the most difficult elections for us.
Tiebrofuno, this election is going to be one of the most difficult elections. Sa election 2024. I don't know. One of the most difficult elections for the NDC. Nemna meka from the NDC MP. One of the most brofo ntinka moye anglais no kawe obesanyase. Yes, one of the most difficult elections for us, that is the NDC.
That this election is going to be one of the most difficult elections for us. So nobody should take things for granted. This is going to be the biggest fight of our lives. Why do I say so? The last election, we fought against Akufo-Addo, who is not from anywhere near here. Look at the margin by which we beat him in the north. This time we are facing Biom, who is our neighbor. So the fight that we put up in the last election, this election, we need to put up double of the fight that we put up in the last election. So nobody should take things for granted. Every one of you must fight the fight of your life.
Okay, and see, we hear a message from the north, and Abano T. Say, what to order they say, why we in election 20 pools biaba. Mahu say, yes, pools no, the NDC candidate to John Dramani Mahama 51%, the two Abana Warene, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia 37%. Well, pools, to the Biabitim no Kakano Srinya, a manager, and my BP Bafom. Besa call grounds so in real terms no said you soon sane pools no and sana the pools in the abano eka we Ghana ni no be ne bekachiro. Yes, sa and yes sir. Okay, now fast forward. Enra the electoral commission ane eja parties mishia omne parties mishia ni kitawdi e course no na se cameras so be bia hwebi. We say I pack no so mkoba e baby eche no asome sisi obenten sisi there be one pesa ntom the camera etoso na ewo I pack meeting as no parties no omo munya akonya kasa no Hassan Ayarega e kasa bi na ono eye APC candidates or sako Biom Ayarkof Tina never be bifrim so of 332,000. What is that for? What it means is that some political party were making transfer from where they have strongholds and where they think they have weak or less stronghold and they can win, and will transfer huge numbers from that place to favor themselves. Are we listening very well? So this issue that we are facing today, it's not just an issue of the EC. It's all of us. We have contributed to this. That's the fact of the matter. We have all contributed to where we are. We want a credible voter register, but we feed it with wrong information. We feed the issue with wrong information, yet we want a credible voter register. How on earth will that happen? How? The computers are not human beings, they are systems. What you feed it is what is going to give back to you. It will not give you a different thing. We want to win elections as political leader, and look at our attitude. We want to be president of the Republic of Ghana, yet we are corrupt. Is this the attitude of the people who want to be president of this country?
Hot 93.9. Hot 93.9.
Is this our attitude? Okay. We know Ura Hassan Ayarega. Nedian and so simple. If you say the Okano or say parties no and the foreign materials into a barber trodia bonds electoral commission or not an officer or the basa or trodino now parties in both MPP NDC omona den kwaranko omona den kwaranko yes omuna den kwala ne ko parties no MPP NDC CPP whatever omuna den kwala ne ko yisi timba bi o na yisi no atro din no afa mu den kwala ne ko wia omuna na sa den so obi ya mali ni o Burkina ni o Fulani ni whatever omuna na du mu ko na yisi atro ma fe mu do mu ko wi ano se twa mu electoral commission register for ne mi wa say mo na mu do we nso ye no kore kasa ni bia o wa place ba bia ade no ba bia se da no pepepe na fe we de safo no kokotrutu mu din mu anam ko na ma mo guarantees Ghana card whether say papa na ma guarantee dia mo we Ghana ni we Ghana ni onya 18 years ma guarantee onya 18 years na yisi ni tro wia no asaba no abehwe gina nche yisi minus odin whatever electoral commission kwan say office any transfer parties na ne church no makono akoye transfer ntisa wo yesa na ma we nyina ria no asaba aden a ope clean register better wonya fi say wo party no man ma feed easy whether wrong and right information no man ma feed no emo a
Hot 93.9
enra ora Hassan ayaraga de no mama akwa don kwa da enra no wo ko say we a lawyer for the electoral commission na nya no because enra is so bold defensive game
for amosia me denya me ase se me be ye nyina he ba me ba no so no so ye nyina he na se denya me ase se e betra konyenso apomo fidi amanfo sum no and it fa ari papa na so so o ba de court bra no be twa edini de court na so mo ni guase ka o no ni ye chiro ya sa ba twa edini ni am si we make say isi ka say obi afa nipa ametna table no ba bia ye twa edini obi afa nipa bra na ye hu say ye do twa edini obi engineer ka ho asem me me dimi nipa koi ba bia be so dimi nipa koi ni ila chiro ya twa edini kama wadi bukura eri challenge ila ka ho di play ka ho so bia wonya ifie ni watwe ya ntwe obi a wonya Ghana ni ya ntwe ada na mo ha ni pesa woni se nya bela de ba he ila ko ba de ba he wo ya dai mo boa
okay nti Ghana Freedom Party de ende ono ne de ne chant ne koye moye dan mo boa yes eno so ho umuguso na no na nkitan de foforo so koso baby ena na meka cho se no asofo no bi so hia omusi aba ne ato awie nyankopon hwe akomapa awra John Dramani Mahama Kurani ntino election 2024 no kra no ware ni awie Reverend Wusu be mpaka ho odi ani mo nkra na bomb pa man na nkrofo si krom ha
omunem no nyankopo dia wode na dom oman kan na obedi oman every say etumi bia tisia enam no so oman ebe konini ena wahye ena waka watintim ewo oman yakonya kese so ewo gosu dimo amen
in the name of Jesus. You determine the times and the seasons of man. And we declare that this is the season and the time and the turn of the servant.
Okay.
Hot 93.9.
Power na de enra e course no eno susu bi no na me guapo no so de doso ye beje bre na afa ye de ni nanko bre no susu ye de beduma medical tia na so say the running mate on say CBP that was last month na me catch am say CBP amanyuko no otumi ye ade bi a party bia anya bi da na munyini ba so mu kwa akoto aba akwakoyi flag bearer of the party na mete say na frimpom na lawyer anoche frimpom the koye frimpom family frimpom sem no na mkacha say CPP ni hu for the first time I be no the ticket kai no do baba na se mu di agro sa pa nwie no na kosia frimpom okọ lead the party to election 2024 yes nyano nko a owie ne eso yi ne running mate ntimika say ya council agana ha with cases akese no yedu na ya ka say prove a case beyond reasonable doubt odi makotene lawyer wayo Ghana Mighty Esquire any din come somewhere last year yeah but this year yenyano after say ya choose na running mate at the convention People's Party CPP council akwaba
Enya mejoso
mo pom ti say
ya me adom ti for mo ti ewie nyina so
ti for nyina so ejoso say na no say somewhere 2 weeks ago when nya a publication about Abrantana who in the case Rasta
Tyron Magai.
Yes, say one of the universities in
Pennsylvania.
Yes. Where we and
when you scholarship.
When you scholarship
first year.
I feel not first year. Yeah, when you scholarship
to do all the 4 years.
Homo kono years so me twen training na.
Dabi. What did name?
What the training person
adwen na done team na e kire say akwala we no or you be our baby as oba be ye bibi. Ya me dey na baso
93.9.
Tini tiri huni die tama na yedu ho abobo ye ko
up and down ba no
na ye kire how so backward we still are as black people
ya catchly
the other one so hiniba crab no so called GIS e ono so international school e ono ye A level no A level dada no
okay omu ye A level dada no
nto no still ho
okay
say Tyron ko SS achimota but GIS no mu ye
O level yes
nti eno no we are straight ono so be maybe MMIT and I have because almost scholarship and so
downside. So Tyron there no ono no Ghana when you scholarship to Pennsylvania University. That's UK
no
US US
and one of the most critical states in US elections.
That's right. So last 4 years Donald Trump Pennsylvania
and I think Nkrumah also went to that university.
Aside for Dr. Nkrumah.
Yes. If my memory is right. Yes, that's where it was.
Okay.
It's a very great university.
Na say sabre ne ye nya obi to say na mo defend na akora dia abore hot na afia.
Anka ya say na bra.
Nka asset I wono. And I remember even the National Science and Math schools at the point the fellow
was supposed to represent Achimota.
Yes, Achimota College.
And I'm GD say we win undergrad now. But me so benya scholarship IPD aka ho. Before I saw young guy in Beba no, looked at a doctorate, looked at PhD.
Still person go so
look at a PhD.
One of the encounter
and that boy is going to go into engineering. He loves engineering. He's a science student.
Yeah.
But we are kola na jinda wa. Who's na jinda ho? Who's the most Ghanaian science student? So me ko doctor.
Yes.
Boy knew that I'm a good student. I'm a science student, but I want to do engineering. From day one, he wants to be an engineer.
Okay.
He doesn't want to come and say because me is starting to be a doctor by force. This is a child of purpose. Manki ko jina no man kiti
biso minim de be fa che me say ni age na me busa o ebe o smoke kakra na
no Tyron akola kiti don no smoke be o smoke ne papa kra no Tyron akola ne Tyron ne papa Tyron I don't know whether papa no kra is smoking that concept say obi rasta man na say we must begin to move from that point. The reason why I say this is that if obi oyen person kwa na oshi we asia ye family Ghana person from Ghana we how many we saying be 5-10% of the population you almost in
every crown 10%.
The next question is that we are Ghana hina no nkai for one nation
but the consumption of we in Ghana was very high
why let's move away from hypocrisy. And that's our topic we can because it will be part of the policies I'll be giving you.
Okay.
But the most important thing is that we should not see cannabis as only for smoking. Cannabis is not only for smoking.
But I said, that is the basic side that
which is a problem.
Okay.
Because obi make me aka say me 3 time food. Bra wabe fine. Because be 3 time food. Unya cannabis now they can't share better one.
Yeah.
Because you need jeba and kuza.
Say quite a popular one.
So jeba ni kuza. Those are young color. Jeba before the normal jeba ni kuza no. Say we wom.
Yeah.
It will be a funny share better. Ya ye share better. Not kofa bibi. Cannabis not the anything here. One kofa abrofo de ama broni ambeto na broni nyiska. Not for one it's not improving our economy. We should begin to understand that this whole cannabis thing is it yakupon bo we are saying on bo bibia.
But I say now can say yaka chinchini ehunu sa. For instance yete cassava enim say cassava o ka cassava enim say de kodi fufu anakoko simple.
But no
biscuit aya cre free to basis same the dey dey.
You understand?
Yenim ti
obi mind enya so much for the I heard it biscuit
yes. What the Ghana chief fufu so biscuit no one the beer we na pesa. So
we are too backwards. Also we are saying it's from generation to generation. Yeah. Brucey. Also me no yenye Gen Z for yen more or less millennials.
Yeah.
And a millennials in the crown, maybe 49. Until at least 49. I say, me dim penny for chikakra.
Yeah.
And I'm dim in Colanos when you say 50. Make one mean sudden year millennium, sir. Because millennium follows are within 35 to 42, 43. Yeah. And a Gen Z for they are the ones who are having the world today. We have to know that from generation to generation, we must begin to get things differently in every generation, especially if we want to improve the life of that generation that exists with that. A lot of stereotypes we are that's
right. Yeah.
I don't know whether they are not starting.
Yeah, you bet me they are far. Me dan person tie for adwene baso. Se sa akodana na sa abofra na owie Jesus na opeso kwa Timota College na say why rasta mutim be 20% yen no. Se si aye ka say onya scholarship one of the well-known universities in USA, yes. Pennsylvania
on scholarship
or engineering.
Yes,
that is it. Now, yeah, Sabra no ye new bit to sell lawyer or you some crank for trouble mo power. Yes.
Now your first case no quarter Achimota school. Uni nipa no jina.
Debi.
Uze your quarter ni about suit number students about the
yes.
Inti Achimota school versus Tara Magai. No, Tara Magai and Ohiba versus Achimota school.
Yeah.
Na Tara no mo jina ho. Na Achimota school Professor Aite, former Vice Chancellor of the University of Ghana. Former Vice Chancellor of the University of Ghana, Professor Aite.
When they were
Achimota School, no, as original.
As a lawyer.
Representing Achimota School, all student association.
Yes.
So it tells the whole country that, or the whole world, that because Hot FM, baby, I'm going to see more online in Monument. It told the whole world that Achimota School was not ready for these minority kids. They are not ready because if a whole vice chancellor of a university is the one who will stand up on behalf of Achimota School against two small young children who are just coming to learn, then it tells you how far Achimota School wanted to do with this matter. They didn't want to have
nothing to do
with rastas. Omu person omu yen fata Achimota hano mo fata hai mo baba hai dey Achimota mo ntumi ba ha.
That's right.
I hear from people like you. That's what it means.
Yeah, people like you.
People like you.
Yes, people like that.
Yes. A vice chancellor.
Yeah.
And anytime I say papa na sorry na no, me papa na say na me react me say, "Share." Say you penny for more money to say.
Yeah.
That's what mine no yanku anim.
But you the normal say bia kan krofo ahyepa o.
Exactly.
Bebrebe.
Exactly.
Bebrebe. And baby our dream our engineering. How we wish Dako Obeba be number one in the world, and these same people are going to
be solve a national problem and even world problem.
Yes.
Because as an engineer, no, if you do teach you engineering,
that's right.
Yeah, and they would radio. In my dear time, one that single person or baby beer, a bit me solve humanity's problem.
Yes.
Sa kwala na say maybe a chemono Professor Aite also Gina Kinting Achimota old school for also Gina Kinting say a man mission idea
level our dream. Yeah, I'm saying so a council of that status we win in that case for the kids na ni CBP amanyoku no so call koyi on flag bearer no ono so tenancy and say Debbie CBP is a party always to solve problems until you bepo obi obetime problem solver na say Ghana for CBP atuma wa partner at Miami Miami how be at the show. So for the first time, me say we are the first to interview or to have a discussion with you.
I think Motoso 3 because Endra me call 2 stations.
Okay, yeah. Until every anybody in Komokaka. Now before meaning say na you can the lawyers in the party near the wedding komo happen near there. Were you aiming to be at the running and I say the note to be the running mate? Was that the idea?
Now me were racing him. Now me were flag bearer racing him.
Okay.
Yes, now me were racing him. And the inspiration for that, I will also lay that bare. But I was in the race. But technically, it was a political party. Ayana no man getting undertone. It me bem now. I could say people are not excited. It's my candidate. Now a lot of people were not excited because once upon a time I was in the NDC. NDC lawyer. 2012 election petition.
Yes.
8 months.
So many times.
Now representing GM. And Morris Ampa also a neutral.
That was TV3.
Yeah. And your friend is saying Gary Nimako MPP. You understand? Everybody knew that this is an NDC lawyer. But along the way, maybe if you say, if my socialist tendencies will let me understand the kind of politics I want to do, I've not been excited with the kind of politics NDC will do. Especially if we call ourselves in Krumais. Professor knows, in Krumais, GM, counts himself as in Krumais. The Papa Cross and the Krumais government, the same way as His Excellency Biom. A lot of people know what CPP is made up of. It is a will be a politics, no, and can call property owning democracy, which means capitalism. Then your option is the socialist, the left. My conscience is that if I'm not happy with the governance that I think the NDC should be putting across there, CPP is the mother party. That is where I truly belong.
And that is where you can find Nkrumah.
And that is where I think my conscience will be right. And I'm not into politics for materialism. Because it's about materialism, I would have gone to the MPP. In fact, there was a time my learned friend Abu Jinapo and the Lands and Natural Resource Minister of Anipa 10 class 2010 as an BB school. Law school. Okay. 2012. I think
2012.
Yes, but that was before the election. Because you be school October and the election was December. Until 2012. You didn't come over 2 weeks later. Nana friend so bring your man. Me specifically. Okay. Nana specifically told Abu to bring me. Okay. Abu class Ras. The old man want to see you. But Abu, you are a capitalist. Yes. I'm a socialist. The argument that based on ideology, MPP is not clear. But I understand and I agree that we cannot build a country together. So no, the old man, he believes in young people building the nation together. And when you came, the old man felt that young people like you can build a nation together. And he showed the example. As in Sunum, they are all young people. And I told you I'm 49 years old. Even NDC year, a lot of the people, they are also a bit older than them. Minority leader, Crimea, Penician, you understand? See, I've been in there, but my conscience is what sets me right. Okay. See, the desire to resign, the desire to resign from the NDC is to go to where I think my conscience should be right. Okay. And serve the ideology that I think can advance this country. And it's the CPP's ideology. When in the CPP. Because the idea is that my thinking is for a CPP that must revive and resurrect. Okay. And everybody knows that the CPP is far behind based on leadership problems. Issue how the people who get the power to lead the party advances it towards political power. Okay. So I went in there with the idea that if there are going to be 1 or 2 or 3 people who have to begin the journey towards reviving the CPP. Yes. And a generational thing. At my age, I must not be in a haste. Agufado took a number of years to become the leader of this country. So we are not in a rush. But there is a CPP to rebuild. If it's going to take us a couple of decades to rebuild, we are going to rebuild. Because we know that the CPP is a formidable party. That is Kwame Nkrumah's party. And that is a party that can rapidly develop this country. It's based on that ideology, if it's not serving my purpose in the NDC, I think it's better I can go to where I think I'll put that energy to use. That is why I went in there. And I vowed for the leadership because I'm a young man in between. And the generation of today, they need like minds. They need one of their kind. You see, Cheddar, sorry because he has seen the generation of today and he wants to ride on it. But not because Cheddar is a politician and Cheddar has anything to offer. We all know Cheddar is a businessman. You understand? So I don't know the day I put myself out for the flag bearership itself because of the generation of today. Okay. And in every human society, you say you will be for the generational change and a dialectics. Dialectics simply means a struggle of opposite, not new birth. And if you be free, Ghanaians have come to the point that 30 years and more. If you look at the Fourth Republic, the way we are looking at it, people need changes in governance. Yeah. And see, the time we find ourselves, change is eminent not because the people just want to change, but the generation that has come up want a change because they are looking for something else, something different. And see, MPP, NDC, they've given the opportunity since 1992 to be around and do what they can do. Is it possible that the generation of today will also want to see another group of Ghanaians get the reins of power to be able to push the cause? But in there, some of my colleagues also had a difficulty because they thought that I just came from the NDC and I've not spent much time and all that. I didn't go into the contest. But then Yakopon ne si hine Yakopon ni mu bia wiase na me pausu biauti
yeah
weduma wo ye undi wie o ye de wani mu kra no ni mo chena because ba wo ba wiase no ukwan bi da ho
okay
ye call up and down chobo animate ni kra no na akwa tastas but I don't know the day Yakopon say if this is the young man that must go I decide it's God who choose kings yame na de me ba be share ho biem because yame nim say the tire e wo me ni so say receive people in revival no it is genuine it is honest and if you operate from an honest point of view the ancestors and the divine creation is always on your side.
Okay right for wayo Ghana minty or lawyer name apante with me a friend lawyer wayo na sisi ya kasa de in the CPP or no ene the running mate said ye say Dr. Matupuku prempere ye running mate ma Dr. Biom lawyer wayo onu so na running mate the man na akosua friend poma and CPP na kwa ono etechri pampe but since I said market in these very elections especially 2024 December 7 is just around the corner. Yes I finance CPP atwa bayi the running mate a flag bearer entry party inside
minu amidasi but ansana me call no kran wakai me on your other two sister stations I called for the running mate debate into Mefa Hot FM so hot hot meaning said this is the third time I'm making that call and say me no I'm projecting kran hot there be projecting
yeah
to patrol one of your news items that I'm calling for the running mate debate. Let Napo let the good old professor let Wayogana Mansi let KOD Alan Akufa KOD let all the running mates out there let us meet at the table because I don't know the day if you get the nod and you become successful you are going to be the head of the economic management team.
Yes,
we don't want any mate scenario again. We don't want anybody to come and tell Ghanaians I was a mate. So let Ghanaians hear of us. If Napo will be the head of economic management team, let him come and tell Ghanaians. If Professor Jane will be head of economic, let him come and tell Ghanaians. If Ghana Manti will lead Ghana's management team, let him come and tell Ghanaians. We don't want the scenario that tomorrow that I'm a driver's mate. So
you are ever ready for the IE debate, whatever debate, the running mates.
Developing a country is not rocket science. It's operating from a genuine principle. For instance, what I believe is simple that we have the resources, we're able to generate the funds, we dissipate it. I'll repeat. We have the resources, we're able to generate the funds, we dissipate it.
Okay.
So I don't come in with rocket science. I'm simply coming to correct the deficit that because successive government have failed is because we dissipate our money.
Okay.
And so why are you going to money to not dissipate the nation's money? And if I'm not dissipating, we have the money to do the development. How difficult is this supposed to be? So the person who was there sat down for dissipation to happen and couldn't get money, and when a Boeing comes to tell us that I'm the driver's mate,
yes,
we don't want any driver's mate again. Okay. We don't want Jane Mensah, who's a professor, to come and tell us that I was a mate. She must tell us what she can do. The professor must come and tell us what she can do. Because we don't want any repetition that I'm the driver's mate.
Make a be so dear lawyer, okay, a legit pa. If you say Ghana, ya situation whereby for every the vice president, not no Ababe president.
Example is President Mahama.
President Mahama.
So if he was not prepared,
yes,
how would he have stepped in the shoes?
And I learned the former president Johnny Francis Thomas on the same ground as a vice president, yes, a president.
And Dr. Biom, if God decides it is time, it is the same trajectory.
Yes,
you understand?
Yes.
So this time around, no running mate should come and tell us that the driver's mate.
Yeah.
My minister a professor, I'm actually idea to me. I lead Ghana management team. How will you manage the economy of this country? Any here, professor no. We are doctor, Opoku, you're a doctor now, we are no, me a lawyer, I'm a lawyer no. But how are we going to manage the economy of this country? And I'm simply saying that, for example, from where I sit, it's not rocket science. I see that you have dissipated the resources.
Meaning we need a good manager as a running mate.
As simple as that. For example, when I've not even gotten the nod, I've seen the lacuna, I've seen the problem. I said one of the biggest problems is that we dissipate. But I will not sit down and dissipate. Maybe me who school be I have one. Meanwhile, JM Ako campaign, Biom Ako campaign, and they are showing school children under canopy.
Okay, we're crowding under trees under canopy. Okay.
Meanwhile, we sit here, give a number of V8s to a whole lot of public functionaries. When one of that V8 can get a 6-unit classroom for those kids,
definitely.
So I will not dissipate. So let them come and tell how they are going to manage this economy, and not wait tomorrow and come and tell that I was a mate. We are not ready for any mate statement. They must show up. and then let us have the debate.
Yeah.
If it's going to be a media house, if it's going to be IEA, if it's going to be
whatever
CDB,
debate,
there must be a debate.
Say debate Yeah. But okay, whether debate or whatever, parties now your manifesto, meaning that is what they are going to run purposely on T. Whether debate or whatever, they have something for the good people of Ghana.
And that is where the trick is. The manifesto becomes the launching pad. I feel pick and choose but because for example, if you look at MPP, free SHS, but the fact that MDC, Echo IMF, Echo Britain Roots, Echo Boruska, now also in Komboro, so by also Koboro. You understand? Into the manifesto sometimes is not the catalyst, it is just a way to come in. You have the manifesto, now you are in government. Now pen will be choose why. And we can't do anything. That's the problem. So CDB, for example, yes, even though we're going to talk about the manifesto, it hinges on a 7-year development planner or for the two or minor 1963, 64, 69, 70 fiscal year or core parliament. Or on Venice plan. And sa plan, the National Planning Commission, it do work with JH Mason and the executive secretary. JH Mason later be a senior minister under Kufuor's government. But in 1961-62, he was leading Ghana's Economic Planning Commission. Because now a minor na hiobia, but tiny or micro wo any improve to the you're mindful. It's the 7-year development plan at the hop. And what fascinates some of us is that all the governments are buying now. Omuna bullshit start plan.
Okay.
Obi am fan yejuma. It's CPP no. Yamia yadom your blueprint. It goes back to H.
Me perceive ban so near center na even the modern days say is to announce bibishi mo any modernization I can the so called PM no whether say Italian now. But before as of no credit cash and command party somewhere in 2024. So why would they even see people waste time, campaign, manifesto, whatever?
Omunti yenka. So say ya ballot 1979. CPP the same thing. Na a PMP because na ya ban CPP so PMP. Igala Obama no kwan na ko fa Liman within 3 months you will need elections.
Okay.
In CPP say ya me where your side say per say BB
that record has been.
That's what we sabi Andra in na medwe hunam say nti asofo we say multi CPP can in 6 weeks time to the election. Na ya me yi vision for chemu a mo be can service natural mine which is possible because it is God who creates this scenario. But there is practicality with politics because here it's not NDC MPP because of the way we organize them over a couple of years. In fact, they have been in government for the past 34 years. The idea is that they are a bit structured. Into her statistics now, they have their strength. At the last election, I think Omuna was 6 million thereabout, which is about 40 something. So you can make the argument that practically, Omujina Bibiso, CBP, Unjina Sa Foundation is so. Everyone say Alan, Unjina Sa Foundation is so. All the other parties, PNC, we don't have that foundation. It's based on that, as of for any opinion polls, any election watches. I mean, when you look at practical elections, you can tilt towards any of the two. I don't disagree. I'll be naive to come and say here, CP will win elections. But I'll also be quick to say that we believe in anything that is possible, that God can make it possible that CPP.
Okay.
That is there. That is in the realm of the Almighty Creator making.
And found in come shy.
No, I say me and I'm a more we are seeing. Say Safi in percent
that's right.
But I don't know in the realm of the omnipotent we are seeing.
Okay.
But I know the reality that NDC MPP have organized themselves, so they have a certain base.
Okay.
What CP is going to do tactically is that we are praying and calling for Ghanaians to put us onto the podium.
Okay.
At the last election, I think the status was 17 million registered voters. We have calculation. I think their reps are here. They will tell you 6 point something.
So
about 4 million.
Ask me,
say, and then why did it happen that way? A nation of this caliber can you see a democracy na anymore?
Okay.
Yes, and can such an amount of votes echo waste.
Yeah.
And as we speak, CPP has about 4 million possible voters to tap into.
Okay.
93.9.
And don't forget, Nicolas is almost 18, almost why it is not too clear to write us off because after na yeba, your policies are deba. For instance, now we'll come manifesto one of the key flagship
member manifesto manifesto even before manifesto launch now you were prepare about voter register electoral commission Biom the IT we akupia so enoma IPAC I say okay say IPAC na cry ben open central phone na obi ametin be there or fabra and senra unya kwanhwe bi kakra I saw the contribution of the CPP at the point I say bi na mu I disappointed kakra isi no yene na ekọ election for now mo ya okay before I bet me so say the manifesto ba be aduma.
I mean, as a political party that has been granted just like any other political party in the election, no, we cannot say we are not okay. The EC is the referee. In the game, there must be somebody overseeing it. Now, if we start jumping around and say that we are not okay with the EC, that means that we are even calling for a non-election.
Okay.
So NDC and the other people who are making such claims should understand that we shouldn't be traveling towards a situation of a non-election.
Okay.
Let me say, identify issues, no. Now you look at it and then deal with it. Okay. That's the best way to go.
Identify the issues, look at it, and deal with it. Okay.
Enter NDC for sign down on say, and I pay economy with the members.
No problem.
Okay. On your TV, Captain Spana, Dr. Omani Boama was expressly telling Ghanaians, the whole country, that NDC for more. Some of the issues are Monfa MPA.
Yes,
you are hiding that one.
Yeah,
and because. So you want to trap the electoral commission, or you want to trap the system, or you want to hold the whole electoral process at ransom? I didn't understand what Omani Bomo was saying. For Christ's sake.
Okay.
Because excuse my language, we want to better the system.
Sure.
And it is provisional. It's a person mad and year conjure fire. Then the one who be also the dodge. We have 66 days. When I go to be, doesn't smack some wisdom to me. When I heard, I said, "Oh no, dog, please. You are supposed somebody bar." Now, even if it's what is going to shame the EC. Shame the EC and let's deal with it.
Yeah.
But what they are dodgy, and I was almost conquering. What they are not the hunt, conquering. Conquering, and that's what we are saying.
Yeah.
And that's what correct. And some catch say you when you are correct. How sure would as a country you know say nya EC correcting? Nya what they are hiding.
The EC should be a magician then to identify
nya what they are dodging. So correct bar, no be catch on my middle. And when you know what how do we know? You can come and lie to us. Honestly, I need to be clear. That the position that NDC is taking on this issue, no, it's not right. It's not right because we don't have to push to non-election. Let's identify the issues. Let's bring them out and let's deal with them because we are still cleaning the system. Provisional. And in Salaga, one of my campaign guys, he's in Salaga. He was a member of the process in Salaga.
Okay.
Do you know how many times a lot of Fulani guys and other people from other countries were being put on the register, and then when they as the committee were trying to flash all those things out, both NDC and NPP
were resisting
because 2024.
Sure.
And I'm saying, lawyer Wayogana Maniti, as a lawyer who must speak with fact, I'm saying that this one on authority, that my campaign guy was part of the committee in Salaga, Savannah region, for them to deal with the register. And the committee encountered a mouthful of both NDC and NPP. Obi kron tumi of your Hausa so almost say member register both NDC and NPP in Savannah region for this particular exercise. Not they say he was a member.
So who you say near accused the electoral commission for
Tamana Omoya then was Savannah region. Electoral commission will be. One chance Muankasa Mumaye and register in Savannah region. Not more NDC and NPP. Muankasa for coin some person with for Shishim. It could do committee level for them to flash it out. You are fighting with the committee members. And because CPP need to know. Some of the NDC and NPP people were just angry with him. Because according to Nipa, a funny line, Safulani for bed 10 weeks, and NDC for the bar. The NDC person will start fighting my CPP man. So NPP in the bar, they'll start fighting. It's as perfectly right. These two parties themselves choke the register.
That means
now we are not young criminal. We say me could have be me did dodgy.
No,
Dr. Maniboma got it wrong. He should come back again. I will not agree with that. You are supposed to be a citizen of a certain reputation. Oh, lawyers say judges are.
Yeah.
Also said proving character and integrity. And I'm a judge.
Okay.
When you going to be a judge?
Proving character
and integrity.
Okay.
These are small words, but they collate a lot.
Okay.
If Dr. Amanubama LED NDC for charge me for this particular exercise, I expect a certain level of integrity.
Okay.
Don't come and tell me that you can't send 10. Obiyehu. By year in the 15 years, the 5 are dodges.
I mean, it's
way below the belt to come from somebody like him.
That's right. Your friend lawyer, why you Ghana Menti na we CPP ni mapasia eka said the on air running mate said the man na kusia friend poma ewie ni share ni din komaka. Now, yemra you say it is better late than yemhwe say mobade late na manifesto amode ba no. So what's the MPP and NDC manifesto? No? How superior is the CPP manifesto or the message of the CPP to the two leading political parties?
Thank you very much. Manifestos are used over the couple of times for this sports public.
Yeah,
you can see that basically involve the people. Kakrebi neya ede nipano ebem. One will be free SHS. Ghanaians are part.
That is MPP and NDC.
Yes, both of them.
Manifesto
it doesn't involve the people too much.
Okay.
But everything we are bringing is the people. But I'm giving you one example of even some of them. Okay. Because sometimes when something is due, give the due to where it is.
Okay.
And FSHS involve the people. So the people are part of it.
Okay.
Children, our own children. They may basi or school.
Why enjoy free senior high?
Infantiman and another one, so you understand. Okay. So at the end of the day, the people are involved. If you look at even LIP, and also President Kufone by those times. If you look at
health insurance,
so those ones basically bring the people alongside.
Okay.
But majority of the policies, both NDC and MPP, looking at infrastructure, looking at the economy, they leave the people.
The masses need free.
But CPP, now one flagship program policy for this program, 2024 election program, is Ghana Ba shares. Ghana Ba who shares 20,000 Ghana cedis shares. A CPP government will roll that one for each Ghanaian. Ghana Nibia award that edge to access that fund. Until we are talking about 18 years and above. Until we are 17 years, 12 years, you are still a child.
Ghana Bashes.
Will be 60, 70, 80. Now you are not active in any economic activity, so you are out. But Ghana Bashes, it rolls out 20,000 equity shares. Until how it's going to operate is that Fire say mango producers ofa dodo wa kwan so a mango season ba na fi abroso na gugu from na propro na Ghana ba share ko ne say mo amuye Ghana mango ejuma ho bia wo Ghana ha no because wo papa Wusu nkwa capital kakra me wayo me capital kakra na me nkwa me se me kona na me ye enti na ye bre no ye betwe all of you together until about 100 mango. Thank you. Instead of one on your own, yes. 100. 100 now we put two resources together. You now have a big chunk of money to do your business.
Okay.
Even if your capitals were small or the amount was not anything to talk about. We have 2,000 or the business or you have 5,000. But Ghana Bash says 20,000. If you are 10 of you, 20,000, 100 of you by 20,000, that's putting you.
That's huge amount.
Yes. Then what you are going to do is that Momango business name. It's at the end of the day, if Adia Momango no say in the mango season, now that that chunk of money, you can begin to look at how you can process the mango so that it doesn't go bad. But the state will always be there to guide and be because we are a socialist government. The state is always there to partner. The Ghana Ba shares is going to involve the people. Offer your friend say Adan Kwan so watermelon. The last time we call Wale so watermelon. This watermelon people can come together.
Yes.
It is some more Wale na more watermelon because I no assassin no the watermelon be ba.
Sure.
And Adan side so edi be ba. Where government will put the factory, not a problem.
Okay.
But now everybody doing watermelon business in Ghana knows that. Instead of individuals, no. 10,000. Now we are 10,000. You can now move towards production. You can now buy medium machines.
Yes.
And move from raw production of watermelon into juice. It's now you can move into watermelon juice production. More watermelon for now. One medium watermelon. Move a medium scale industry. You begin to do watermelon juice.
Yeah.
Job opportunities will come around. That's Ghana Bashes now. I like the people.
Meaning about 3 days. No more ankapa pro ankaba. And kakrom between the abad Juma Babetono. They be canning in Abe Pro.
Yes. And you put them together. Jamal Mudashesa. They get huge capital. Then they move towards production. Into Obiwa ono obetumi something to develop and car production line. For example, packaging. Ehona Obiwa call tech. Miami school, acquire engineering, how to financial need Then developing something more or less on the line of packaging because of Ankafona Dosuna output na mono. It's Ghana Bashes is bringing the people along. Ghana I'm saying one basukara function because it's forced within Ghana Bashes.
Manifesto ni
Ghana Bashes. Nebeo Galamsey side they say, yeah, we are coming to stop it. Meaning say wabejo former bay umba argue on ye ba be regulate it's clear NDC regulate yeah regulate yeah hot you're stopping Galamsey it is CPP ni akunya na Galamsey be jaw mining but what is going to happen is that omo to touch and fine because don't forget say yeah akwala na and a young guy na hospital na watakwa because Christian me ekoso in fact ma kasa ma I've decided to those times that is 20 years ago, no, and then gold fruits for abandoned sites.
Yes.
Near got chipping chenche. It's a little Galamsey. We say like we say gold fruits. Concession. Free old one. And then those days young guys, just to get something small. And then they are done Galamsey. Yes, say forest. These guys are not the ones that is the problem. The problem are those who can buy the champagnes and buy the excavators.
Okay.
Your sanko for bear 10 and 20 year. Ghana Bash says bit na choma boom. It's they now move from small scale to a kind of medium scale where the state will give them a recognized concession. And medium scale recognized concession. It will not be on that small corner river planet.
Okay. How is it going to be? How small is it going to be from community mining and MPP for
it is not solving the problem because it still hinges on the small scale mining stuff. By and like I said, we need somebody who's going to be in charge of economic management who understands.
Okay.
The only way I will let my leader to understand is that, Your Excellency, we need to repeal the law. Small scale.
Okay.
The point is that I'm a lawyer. I understand that the only way we can stop it is to take off the law. It's you grant any small scale license.
That's a problem. The part
yes, because if you don't have a small scale mining license, how can you go into a tree forest? How can you go to that small tree corner on River Cobra?
Okay,
you have no, you don't have the basic. You have no justification to be there. Only the backing to be there. Okay. So that one when we come to arrest, we are arresting you on a purpose.
There was a situation where microphone license be a better so boom to
now some more licenses no any license be no more to wage what about the only license no or you take a queue or we say no Charlie Adena is serious and it's not leaving them in dejection. Ghana Bash has been rolling them into owning the gold into SARS medium scale now in Penifone was crackers now I'm to be touch and find no go into no after you know when we are Ghana Bash shares 20,000 Ghana cedis now you can still own a share in that medium mines in your locality.
When you know CPP say any bio Ghana Bashes, yes, we
it's the young guy now or no he will owe a share in the gold. It's the free the gold aspect because secondly they from to say you develop your mind.
Yeah.
It's you free ho. Now you can say obi and to gold no.
Okay.
It's a medium scale. Now what 20,000 Ghana cedis. Never mind even a quarter share or share in that mining company.
Okay.
So you are owning the good. Some time ago, say MTN flow 2 shares my Ghanaians. This is also GBR. But so as we speak now, Ghanaians are shareholders in MTN. That's exactly what we are talking about. So moving them from the site, you could create a kind of medium scale. The same Ghanaians can have their shares within the medium scale. So they are owning the good, but we are not destroying the waters.
Okay. Where CPP share no back no.
It's Ghana Bashes will go cut across market women.
Business across
market women. It's Obamakola marketer. And Barbe 20.
So those manufacturing any go for more to
Exactly.
This Ghana shares
because the moment you get the shares, you can put more people together. So that the money becomes a huge amount of money for them to be able to move along with it.
Okay. But I mean, insert manifesto no be segregating from the economics aspect, health, education, whatever, anyway. And then me person man break now they touch where you think and it be a second one because manifesto
because Flagbearer be on a flagship program.
Sure.
Who's a Dr. Baumia GMC as we call 24-hour. It's here your flagship in addition to all we now which will be government policy, you know. Ghana Bus shares is critical because it move on.
That's the flagship program of the CP.
And the other one is agro-sure. Agro-sure. Agriculture is sure for you.
Okay.
What it simply means is that you call a 7-year development plan now. Modernizing agriculture. This time around, agro-sure no Agya Wusu modernized way of doing our agricultural activities.
Okay.
Now you hear a partner say in Dwene and say ewo
Hot 93.9.
This is mango ya mekai, watermelon ya mekai, tomatoes ya mekai. When you say you tomato we now harvest here now, government of Ghana is coming for it.
Unim say
I find better
na baba kokra say we be go waste.
And say because you see we are moving from the point equiano we no equiano one side.
Ne tokra no hu ni power beton dey am.
But no, ye man not say because the state is partnering the ordinary people and the ordinary people are part of the growth of the country. Who grow mango na William said there's ready market.
Okay.
That's how we started cocoa board and the rest. Come and the cocoa board buy.
That's right.
That's how it started. We buy the cocoa from the farmers. So I'm going to go back to do this. So at the end of the day, no, if you and say Ghana farmer
situation whereby body ba aduane abu body kwa yese koma ba.
You understand?
Banche ba banche kwa tomatoes they bought me another car box that is 8,000 Ghana cedis.
Now Burkina Faso I'm very bien bad. If you are going to go back to the days of silos, because government will be buying from farmers, acquire more in the hands of government, you have to stop some of them. Then now that you have more raw materials, it hinges on quickly putting in the infrastructure for the industries and the factories we need.
Okay.
In the agro-sure is also involving the people.
I know it.
The other issue we also talk about is government to the local people. Nana from Poma HRS say, "Bibi abe to abano police station na Ghana go to abano."
Yeah.
Ehwa na ye waban. Nti this realization na also see na when to use for ye no. Yeah, it make sure say the people will be involved. Nti I don't know what is going to happen that we will have more government officials at the grassroots level than at the top. See plenty ministers.
Yes.
Because it's in crime, HV go up and down. The people doing the work are down there. And then the governance is the people. It's the people who need to be governed. The people is the people who have the issues. I'm no more health issues. I'm no more a friend is saying educational issues. If you are sitting in Accra and you are not linking, it's very difficult. But if the government is to the people, it's the assemblyman, their works will change. And then maybe I'm say Ghana Association of Assembly Members, president, or say a friend say Nelson Aka. I say they don't even take care of them. They don't pay them and all that.
Allowances no pay family.
These people are going to have government close to them. The chunk of the logistics will go to the people directly. Because if you have a police station of let's say 600 people, you can manage their activities. You'll be able to understand their health needs. You'll be able to understand their educational needs. You'll be able to understand the basic things that pertain to them. And not the other police station. Maybe police station way for no. Our needs are quite different. Their needs might not basically be the roads because they might have the roads. And see, government is going to go down to the people.
Okay.
These are the key programs in addition to nearby on Vili and Lanchi. And if I were treachery, I am very critical. That CPP as a lawyer, the one who say you will see a manpower be incarceration. The CPP, I mean, I don't know power there. You will not incarcerate any Ghanaian for misdemeanor. Misdemeanor, say sentence, I remember fine.
Yes.
And I say, 3 years.
Near Nakotumbia 4 years, 5 years.
3 years. Near Kochoki prisons. And I make us say, you say government expenses to feed them. Your program, your fellow, justice for all. Just for all. The essence is to try and then what? Review the prison sentence. At least a bit more humane. Which means a prisoners come with a bank bed so. Pack sardine. It's not humane. It's against their human right. So to decongest the place, we look at such measures. people like this can come and do community service. They can come and work as manpower. Exactly. Because CPP about construction of rails and roads, which is our hallmark, will be active. And we need more manpower to work and community service. President Akufo was going to make Accra the cleanest city. So all these people should be cleaning and then working instead of going to incarcerate them.
Yes.
The other major one that was last year by 1 year ago, but you can watch them.
Yes.
CPP, when we come to power, I don't think and we will not incarcerate people for the possession of cannabis.
Cannabis. Weed.
Yes.
Young cost sentence in 10 years. 10 years, 15 years.
And was in the time.
What do we have for lifetime imprisonment? Yet not to.
So we did 38, or we did 48.
Yes.
Such people are supposed to work on the real site, manpower. They are supposed to work on the construction site. Earlier times, our president runs by. Not only that idea. Engineer kuku phone any Ghana phone real lines, it's manpower. We incarcerate our manpower, the very people who must be the engine of the production, because you cannot use 60-year people to build a country.
No way.
You use those who are between 20 to 40 or 50. They are the ones who must build a nation. They are the ones you are incarcerating for 10 years. And as a lawyer, sometimes when people are brought, a moment fee say the so-called riffraff, Nation station and Akedita station and Atakade market second. No. Sometimes people that are brought to be jailed, people who have gone to universities, people who are educated. And let me ask every Ghanaian parent out there. We are the very people who hypocritically change the topic.
Okay.
I'm not talking about legalizing. I'm talking about sentencing. And remember, you are there for the sentencing. Court no ebu for you no court na day a sentence. I'm saying say, mo imrano ho, mo ko chicho mo. But say you be sentenced in 10 years.
Yes.
Echo waste youthful manpower, resource no ho near the government resource as it doesn't make sense.
Okay.
Let them come and work on state farms. Let them come and work on the rail lines.
Okay.
Let them come and work on the construction site. Now say a bit issue adverse or extreme, we rehabilitate them.
Okay.
So it's a twin program.
My mwase aso my mwase safon because they uma pose you who say we ewo and now we hu adwuma nti en flash you yes
just because of such a situation.
Yeah.
When we can put it to good use.
Okay.
That's my point.
Okay.
So it must not be misconstrued to be I'm saying we should legalize.
Yes.
You can keep your law. If I was the president of this country, if I was a flag bearer, maybe my position would be different. Lee Kuan Yew Assembly those days in Singapore that he who wants to govern Singapore must govern with an iron fist. Until then, Singapore, if you're not a leader who has the gravitas. So if I was the president, my submission would be different. But now you leave your law because before you come and tell me that legalizing
yes.
But I'm saying that after you have arrested them, it is needless incarcerating them and wasting their youthful age no. Because this is the youth we need to build a nation.
That's right.
I can't. I'm going to China for. Most of the people they bring them here, they are.
A prison for Nkwano.
It was the difference.
So what's
the difference? Yeah. They bring their prisoners to your country to come and work and get revenue for their country, and you are incarcerating your youth. So at the end of the day, when CP is giving the nod, I'm saying it and I'm expressing it once again. The debate must be heard properly coming from a lawyer who understands the issue.
That's right.
And I don't think I'm the only person. I know there are some Supreme Court judges. If the country goes this way, there are some judges who know that if the country goes this way is the better way to go. Because incarcerating citizens for such offenses, when you can use them as manpower, and when people have adverse nature, you can rehabilitate them.
That's right.
It's not everybody who have an adverse nature.
No,
and like I've said, cannabis must not be construed to be something that is just for smoking. It is not their coin police no china say hey madam bra o ko he mpacho me de koyen kum dia no ekuta machin na da kotum 10 years you understand when we come to power we will not incarcerate people for misdemeanors and possession of cannabis. We put good use of this human resource and those who are supposed to be rehabilitated we rehabilitate them.
That's it. Kanse that's it na ensi here because manifesto muguso prepare ni adena no there are some areas be where be touchy, you be signal na time be ma yes atnasibim. In fact, I really enjoy the conversation from Tyrone basis assembly, meaning say always the CPP has something good at heart for the people of Ghana.
Now GMO abefu eduane.
Yes.
Makuma for 8 years.
This is the same.
We all eat. The food we eat as a country. I'm the lawyer who have stood 8 years fighting against GMOs. The NDC passed the law.
Yeah.
They paved the way for GMO to start.
Omasha say MPP by I say no
MPP came to meet the law.
Yes.
But it's NDC that passed the law. It's me as a lawyer. If I want to attack, I'll attack the NDC chaps because you paved the way. And see, we need to get the running mate debate.
Okay.
For running mate to tell us how they can lead an economic management team. And not for the good professor to come back to come and say that I was a driver's mate. We don't want any driver's mate scenario again. Let us come and justify.
Yeah, that's it. The scenario of driver's mate BM lawyer why you Ghana menti where lawyer ni mapa sisi ameka say no na the running mate said the presidential candidate said the CPP na nakusua from poma the running mate no na me adum na CPP every elections are lawyer were you a vice president of the republic until I say vice presidential debate na mraso. Yes, because when vice president na yenya records in Ghana whereby vice president for na be president decide debate no ehunya pa council we ye better say why another time for other issues medini Johnson answer Biom so ameka say mabedwa for na tena say nkita odi no both MPP NDC beto aso di amao
apomode mapade eno ane hepa plus mixture
heavy plus mox hepa plus mixture etutu malaria na sekura
sweet darling
my beautiful baby
hepa plus mixture ye busie ya no mama hoden aba busumi pini menti ase me do
tie hepa plus mixture enya adwuma ebeye woni padua no mu no afie kura na ebeye onwanwa mo eduro ye magenua wa bi abusua pomudin hia me yie esni bibia etimi manom pefie ha
she woye hepa plus husband
you the one Hepa Plus husband and you also when you Hepa Plus wife na abua no Hepa Plus mixer my dear ready pa heavy plus mox and Hepa Plus nyina apem for about more manufo and kwada when you feel do you nka ho our pharmacist and herba shop at phone 0542 778 572 and 0549 297-463 Hepa Plus mixer and mapobodra mapa
FDRG edweden kraso ya
Madam, enti wo frem say wo twen maji payment no adwuma ben wo he
bra Mr. Tausi ya twisu atwie so de na de bi sisi so se de yen hese so ada ye no ye twie enko carpet ya pro so senti da so ginem ententen ye tia na tutu na
na adwuma ben wo he dobiosi ne nso e
she me boys na twimu na se de tia ga fa wa
enti mo cleaning services amudi dwa ya so nyina adwuma mo ye nie
onia se better professional domestic and industrial cleaning services maka chose e ba ko pe enwani Key Clean Enterprise Limited
Key Clean obi den
oh masa Key Clean render professional services to say carpet cleaning, tiles and terrazzo cleaning, window and glass cleaning, sofa and car interior laundry. Most of the apartment hotels go cleaning. You cleaning when now.
Nana, and I said you okay? Didn't mean to your
masa. Key Clean render all these professional services. I want to get to baby.
And your phone number, mommy.
Free Key Clean was 0246 458 477 and 0505 204 476. Key Clean,
the power to clean.
SO Herbal Hospital. The Rahura was some. A month for who you want.
Mediare Chinisa, Uncle Siaga. Now so SO Herbal Hospital. Ebe me no. Me nya my yaris.
Wo de ya mo search Dove TV. Na mo hwa nwasem. O man for money o mo ya. Wo mo so so a. This was chest space. And say wo hu hwe. Ko hwe kwan of so a. O sa on yare. Anya kwana bra o.
Me de na malaria, fibroid, typhoid fever, any joint pains na ekumi. Na madam for no to me hu enfie pi. Ene ko hwe. Wa asanyem.
Diabetes, hepatitis B, hypertension, liver and kidney disorder, prostate. Na whether stroke, STDs, any yare ho. Na mo kai yare bi nu a o man for se anya bro no. Obi fan ko SO Herbal to answer. Ko hwe the pharmacy. Enuro no straight from the forest. Na wa kom na wa de anom. The yare no betre mu a. Ye be hwe any laboratory services. Na nu mbo so e da form. We aduma Monday to Sunday sikura. Accra ha SO Herbal Hospital. E wa Amasaman Stadium Junction. O man for 0555 529 253 and then 0503 449 444.
Hot 93.9. Hot 93.9.
Yama tifu akwaba na ento asom femfe de adredi enketa odi abajafo na tena se make us a positive change ewa ha na oye NDC ni mapa awie wa tena se nkrata na bie minim se bia electoral commission no abibi ho a o ka ho dia bia o de be man o platform say no dia na na ebisi da be NDC for am prepare before going to the IPAC dia na no mugina so e man crofo call demonstration awie wa tena so now say for the first time maybe afede asofo bi to say Reverend Wusu Bempa NDC for be gina di to the extent say no and e be cry the crown aka NDC for agye say oni ekwambia so say de John Dramani Mahama why president awie e Ghana ha no so nkita odi awie e positive akwa
Agya Wusu bedase
so here dey
wa wonim adomni experience ahwe yi timi ho odem pa
do body say ya Marvin NPP ni mapa ya
Bengazi
akwa
nyame da chimo
ya jidi se muye conference to mun kan dey
ekosu
yati ya da say these activities in the dodo na so do ni dey chiri that's right positive you for the first 10 minutes so pa na yen say issues me ni na bia akwa ba ma de galam say issues ne twato
Agya Wusu we are with the ase ne opportunity no
Hot 93.9
ebedu anuma
Hot 93.9
privilege bia yenya enye se yen no ye sronkwa na say special bi ntine ye wa ha say ye privilege bi ne yenya na ye wa ha nti since ye wa ha ne die ye be ye Ghana ejuma na ya serve the people of Ghana and your followers nyina no ya serve them well. In Agya Wusu area way, I thank you again for the opportunity. Winnie Lawrence. Now, yes, started no me honorable MP lawyer Francis Osu, the wonder boy, the honorable MP for Madina constituency. Only the only MP at least waiting me about Madina constituency. Ghana for nyina no sumfaso including the people of Madina nyina no sumfaso. Now, honorable MP no also standing for another round in office. Say Ghana for nyina na I said the people of Madina set me man the big push. Senebe obetima atwa ejuma pana wa shasia waya Madina for aso yedintia yes I man the another opportunity. So the people of Madina no say obi biara ATM by this time honorable MP is contesting and order number 2 on the ballot paper 7 December no okọ honoma wo de pe handkerchief bi wonya je ballot paper no MP ne dia no nya je ye pe fa wo sa ekata number 1 so na hwe ase ho number 2 the first team number 2 no so when the team so na che say wo ma the MP no second round says what make parliament no san to ejuma pana wo ye no so na wo wie no so a ye incoming president John Dramani Mahama ono so da number 8 inti nyame mesra ni say wo kwa de paper bia na say hanki bi wonya je sa ballot paper na wo de wonya je ye na no fa hanki ni kata ni nyina so na hwe ase ho number 8 ho no mo no na fa team so number 8 onya de team so pe chese problem na wo komo enani nyina ne kro no bo a ye bo ni nyina no the moment odi be team number 8 ne pe sa problem so because former president Mahama he has been tried, tested and he has been approved by well-meaning Ghanaians inti mo obetimi dia boa Ghana any the NDC to rescue this country from corruption e koso no by say obeko on the post on 7 December. Now we vote akwakọ team Swama honorable MP lawyer Francis Osu number 2. Now we team Swama the incoming Agya Wusu na